Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if you're joining me today, you are joining me for my card sketch. This is what I do every single Saturday. Well, most Saturdays, if not Saturdays, it would be on the weekend. And this happens to be card sketch number 167. Usually what I do is I will post the card sketch at 10:45 on my Facebook group, and the link to my Facebook group is just down below here. But also, if you are joining me and you're joining me on a replay, just remember that this is part of a live, so I do talk to people as we do go along. I do answer their questions, which you might have yourself, and if you don't like that, just scoot along there. Excuse me, I got a bit of a tickle here. In any event, I love doing card sketches, and they're lots of fun because I get to use lots of different products. But remember to enter into those card sketches, because by doing that, what you could do is you could earn a free stamp set, or you could possibly earn some a tutorial if you live outside of Canada, and that's only due to Stampin' Up's regulations. Good morning. Hello, Sanya. Oh, from Montreal. Awesome. I hear it's almost going to rain in Montreal, or that's what it's talking about. My son lives there. So thank you, Sonia. Sonia, I'm sorry. I am going through some issues with my eyes at this point. So if I do say something wrong, I do apologize. And good morning, Marjorie and Bonnie and Marie. Oh, my goodness. And Lila. Wonderful, wonderful. Thanks for joining me. So card sketch number 167. Don't forget to enter into, like I said, the sketch and the mystery challenges. You can do that by entering in, putting your link down below with it. The Facebook group is right down below there. So, see, it's dark. I must be psychic. I know what the weather's like in Montreal. In any event, let's get on with our card sketch. One thing I have to say, they have here, you don't really see that second layer that I've got, or the first layer and the second layer, but I will show you that during this card sketch. I do have, outside of this white level here, layer here, I do have a 1/16 of an inch border all the way around, and it's kind of fun to be able to do that kind of a border, and you'll see why I'm doing that type of a border on this particular card. So those measurements are there for it. So what I'm going to do is I am using this bundle here, the Carousel Horses. You know, there's lots of bundles that do get neglected in the annual catalog. I do like going back to that, even when we've got a new catalog coming up very, very quickly. We have, as a demonstrator, we've already seen it, and we get to pre-order from it on the 2nd of August. So if you want to do that, let me know, because I don't know about you, but I can't, it's that anticipation that makes me wait that just drives me nuts. In any event, we're going to use this. This has some really cute die cutouts and everything else. It has the mane and the tail, and it has the saddles on there. And anyways, I've got a couple of ideas that I want to do with this as well. So, oh my goodness, this is awful. Let me just I am just going to take this off, and we are going to clean up this desk so it looks a lot better. There we go. Nice clean slate. All right, so I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I think I'll do a birthday card with this, a little girl's birthday card, but I find that the happy birthday is just too small. This stamp set is only at 75%, so it's not bad, but it's still pretty small, so I'm going to use another stamp set for that. So let's bring in, I'll just actually put my card sketch off to the side here, and we'll refer to it as we go. So I have the stuff. I thought, what better colors to use than the Bubble Bath and the Fresh Freesia. So those are the colors that we're actually going to use today. I forget about this Fresh Freesia. It was like one of our ink colors from the last couple of years. So this way, at least, we can go ahead and use it. Now, this bubble bath is the 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And when it goes in here and says a regular card base, that's our finished card base, is what I refer to it. I was going to go ahead and change it, but you know what? I started that way, so I might as well just leave it going that way. Now, this is the part that I'm talking about. This has on here, it says layer 1 is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then this next layer is 3 3/4 by 5. Very, very subtle, but I wanted a layer around there because I'm going and I'm putting this bubble bath back on it. So that's why I needed to have this particular layer on there. So I'm going to go ahead and let's put that on there. Onto that one. And I'm not putting this on because I'm thinking I might add ribbon to this. Girls and ribbon and carousels. Do you remember riding on carousels? Oh my goodness, they were amazing. And even if you go to Disney World, you can still ride on a carousel, but it's not necessarily horses that you're riding on as well. So I've got a piece here that happens to be 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and this is the Subtle Designer Series paper. And I thought this was appropriate with the hearts. I don't usually use the hearts that much, but I'm going to go ahead and use that right now. And I'm going to put that on there. Just going to go on there. And what, like I say, I'm thinking of is what I want to do is I'm thinking about putting a bow or something on this part. Now, this is the 3 types. This is bubble bath. It's got Azure Afternoon and the Lemon Lolly. And it goes, I want it to go around here and I want to tie a bow. And there's different ways that I can do it. I'm thinking maybe I might want to go like kind of like a faux bow, a faux all the way around, or do I want to wrap it all the way around? I always say that that's kind of a waste by doing that, but you know what? I think I will do it that way today. Now, a lot of times people use this when they're doing, I'm going to put it off. I don't know where I'm going to do it. So let's wait till I get it done. All right, so I have, this is the largest from the Stylish Shapes, and this is in the Fresh Freesia. And then I have the next one down. This one happens to be 3 inches, this circle, and this one's 2 5/8. And that's going to go on there like that. We're going to go ahead and put a sentiment on there, and we'll play around with the rest of it. So let's come in and let's stamp our images. Now, this happens to be a photopolymer stamp set. So, of course, we're going to come in with our paper piercing mat. And I'm going to use, I am using some blends on here, not a whole lot. So I'm just going to come in and use my Memento Black ink on here. And we'll just stamp that right onto here. Like so. And then I also have this part here, which is the pole that goes up and down. And I'm going to also stamp that in the Memento ink as well. Just put it there. And then I want to show you how some of these other pieces that are in here, they have different size manes for the different size horses. So we're going to come in with the bigger one and the saddle. Now, originally what I was going to do was I was going to do this in Fresh Freesia. And then I thought, oh, geez, you know what? I kind of think I'd like it better in the bubble bath. So I'm going to go ahead and do it in the bubble bath. All right, so here's the saddle. Now, this is like 2-step stamping, so there's a few things that you want to do. This piece here you want to do with the bottom, but you also want to, there's these dots over here, and they go into this part here. So we want to line that up. So there we go there. And let's do the mane. Now remember, when you're going and you're putting these bigger stamps that are a little wobbly, is to put them down. And I'll just show you, I've got this one kind of lined up, but say if we decided that I wanted to do the horse and the mane like this, we don't want to go and take our stamp and put this on. You want to let it relax like this, and then reach down and get your stamp and pick it up. And then that way you're going to get a better alignment on there. All right. So we have that. This one takes a little bit of work. It's easier to line up like the tail. And then you want to do the mane, but you want to do it, you may have to move it just a bit. So it just takes just a tiny bit to line it up. And then it's just like this. So I've gone ahead and already cut that particular one out. And then what we also want to do on here is we want to go ahead, and I was thinking what might be, you know, originally I was going to use the fresh freesia on there as well, but I'm going to come in with my dark. Let's see, do I have this piece already cut out? I do have a piece already cut out like that. That just makes it easier for when we're going to do this. So I'm just going to color with my, oh, that's pretty dark, that one. So I'm going to use the lighter bubble bath. And then just color in here every other one. I'm not going to. Just like so. And then we've got that on there. Now, I thought that it would look really good to have a tiny bit of highlights of the horse done with, and I like the gray granite. I prefer the gray granite over, hello, Pam. I prefer the gray granite over the smoky slate. I find the smoky slate is just a little too dark. So I'm just going to put some highlights on where I figured there would be shadows on here. You know, this is such a small image that I think I'll go in with my bullet one. But I do like the way it brushes on, so just have to be sturdier, that's all. And we'll just put, like I say, I just want a tiny bit of highlight on the horse, not a lot. And then it's going to look just like that. And it really does show up quite a bit more than without it on there. And I'll show you what I mean by that. See what I say with this? You can see there's just some more dimension to this. This looks more like a flat horse. So this is going to go on here, and we're going to pop this up right like that. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's go ahead and put happy birthday on here. And I think we're going to have to go a little bit darker. And I might even do it in the black is what I'm kind of thinking. Now, I like the darling details. I love the happy birthday on here. So I think I'll use the happy birthday. So I'll just pick that up. Now, I'm not sure what color. I'll see how the fresh freesia would look. I'm thinking that it may not be dark enough. So let's just do a trial run on that. Oh, that'll be dark enough. So I'm just going to come and layer it onto here. Now I went a little bit off to the side there because this is just going to go down there like so. But see what I mean? I need something down there. So now that I've got that part on there, let's go ahead and get this ribbon on in such a way that I think if I go here, do I want to tie the ribbon, the bow over there? You know what? I think I'll just go with a faux bow, and that'll be easier than trying to play with it. Now, there is a right and a wrong way to this particular ribbon. I'm just going to come in with my tear and tape. Hello, Cynthia and Linda. Nice to see you. All right. So, and let's just take this off. I don't need this anymore. Coming up. So I'm just burnishing that down just a bit. I don't even have anybody in mind for this card. Just a pretty little girl card. Guess you could do the ponies in different colors. Somehow it just is so pretty that it kind of reminds me so much of a little girl than, say, a boy. But not necessarily, I guess. All right, let's come in and just snip that off. And I'll tie this bow as soon as I've got it all on together onto this card. All right, so let's go ahead and layer that on. Kind of matches my Stampin' Up top that I'm wearing today. All the pink. Just like that. Oh. Oh, you've seen, this is the first time you've seen it used. Oh my goodness, Marjorie. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to pop this up. Well, put it this way. It's been sitting in one of my piles upstairs, which is really sad because upstairs it does no good because I don't use anything that's upstairs. And I just came across it yesterday and I went, I'll use that. We'll make a card sketch so that we can use that. Okay, this is quite a big circle. Probably should have put one right in the middle. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and use one more in the middle. A little bit of overkill, but that's okay. Just don't want it drooping down. So we just put it there. We can put this right on there. I think to see this, I'd like to see it done like in Coastal Cabana too. I think that would be a fun card. This kind of reminds me of something that I saw when I was over in Paris. Right, I'm going to just use this, a strip of this on here. And you know what? I am not going to have it. I'm going to have it kind of in the middle here. Let's hope that, whoops, I just dropped that. It's going to have lots of dimension on it, but that's okay. So it's just going to go there in the middle. And then what I can do is I can put the dimensions, whoops, let's get that so it's straight. There we go. And then when I put this horse on, I can put the dimensionals on either side. And then it won't interfere with that. And maybe a little one here. Put that right about there. The DSP that I'm using is a subtle, this year's subtle in color 6x6 paper. It comes in 2 different designs. It comes with this design, this, and these papers, and they come in every color that you have, like every color family. So you know what? I'm going to put that in there. So I think I can put a dimensional right there. Like so. And then let's go ahead and where did that ribbon go to? So here, like I say, it is a girly card. So now I could turn around and tie a proper full bow. Oh my goodness, it's hard to say. But I think I'll just do a faux bow on that. Remember to tie your bows tight. That's the whole key with bows. There we go. Now, there are a bunch of different embellishments that you could use on there. I really think that these ones would be the best. And these are the pastel sequins. They do come in the petal pinks. So let's go ahead and use those. And we can use another one over here. Don't really see them too much on there, but I'll put them right there. And I have a piece to go on the inside as well. And I really don't know what I could do on there. Let's see, where did that piece go to? Oh, I know what I could do. Yes, I know what I could do. So this is going here. And then I have my piece to go on the inside, which is 3 3/4 by 5. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off a strip of this designer series paper. And I'm going to cut it off, about 3/8 of an inch. And it's 5 3/4. So no, it's 5 inches. So I'm going to go 4 3/4 inches. And we can put that on the bottom there. There we go. And that kind of just finishes off the inside, even though we're not going to stamp anything on there. I'm just reading this. This would make a dandy baby card. Yes, it would. That was where originally I was going to go. I was going to put the sentiments, very precious little one. I didn't. It'd be cute for a first birthday card too, wouldn't it? Happy first birthday. We'll just put that on the front or in the middle. Just like so. And there we have our card sketch. Like I say, it does have the measurements on this card sketch for want to make sure. I always seem to let that go and then it goes crooked. There we go. It does have the extra piece that's around here, and I think you really need that because of the way that I did that particular card. But there we go. There's our card sketch number 167. Don't forget to, thank you. Don't forget to enter into the the sketch challenge. This is sketch challenge number 167. Enter it into the Facebook group here, and I'll be drawing after the 31st of this month, and there'll be a lucky winner of either a stamp set or a tutorial, both for the mystery challenge and also the sketch challenge. So if you like that, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it if you do share my video. And then also if you want to join me, I will be back on Monday at 11 o'clock Pacific time. That's where I'll be doing a fancy fold or a 3D project. And I always love to have you join me. It encourages me to keep on doing things like this. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you very much. In any event, you guys have a great day. Remember to create because it's great for the soul. And if you're around tonight and you want to do some crafting with different people, bring a project, and we will be doing a sip and stamp tonight at 6:30 Pacific time. Take care. Bye for now.